Yeah. Hello. How's it going, everyone?
We're really actually live this time.
We're live. We're kind of giddy because we haven't seen each other in a long time. Sandra still got some Kansas City running through her blood, so
there it goes.
It's gone. Okay,
and it's gone.
She sweated out. She's good.
Yeah, in a humid sweat.
Humid sweat.
Same,
Different than like the normal basement hot we're doing today. It's a hot basement for Baskin night, which is appropriate.
That is appropriate, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So what's going on, everyone? It's been 2 weeks since you've seen us, but for us it feels like a lot longer.
For goddamn ever.
2 weeks from ago, we were
not long enough.
No, not at all. I missed everyone. I missed you guys.
Same.
Yeah.
Samesies.
I miss most of you.
But it's okay. Most. It's Friday. We're here again together. So excited. It's like a big warm hug. A big warm humid hug.
It's like it's too warm for hugs. No hug. No hug. Yeah, so we gotta talk about some things. We gotta talk about some movies, we gotta talk about some things.
Yep.
But what do you say we kick off this occasion with a cheers?
I think we should. I think we
Raise a
owe it
glass.
to the people to give them a cheers.
God bless America.
Speaking of America, there ain't nothing more American than Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke.
Which I'm not allowed to drink real Jack Daniels in here, so. But anyway, no.
Not within these basement
Not
walls.
within these basement walls, baby.
But just saying, that would be American.
That would be American. Yes, sir. So what do you... Sandra,
Should I start?
please, how are you?
Well, I think we got to get the big things just out of the way. Just
Okay.
out of the way since last we talked. I saw Barbie.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you think?
It's everything. Barbie is literally everything. It is all the hype. It is all the things. If you don't like it, you must hate yourself and everyone else. No, it was absolutely wonderful. And Sandra cried, where it wells but doesn't fall.
Yeah.
Did that, and I also just I laughed so hard I almost cried too. I laughed so much. Saw Haunted Mansion,
Oh,
which is a big one for me.
yeah.
Because I'm obsessed with the Haunted Mansion. Our living room is heavily influenced by
It
the
is.
Haunted Mansion.
Should I clutch pearls now, or...
You don't need to clutch them.
Okay, cool.
Because here's the thing, is it was so much better than the Eddie Murphy one. Let's just get that established.
Yes.
I had a really, really good time watching it. I think it's cute. I think if you're a fan of the ride, if you're a fan of, Disney, you'll probably like it. But definitely if you're a fan of the ride, I thought that Rosario and Lakeith were fabulous. And Danny DeVito, Jesus, he was so funny. But yeah, it was, I don't know, I thought it was cute and it just made me so happy. Was it perfect? No. But it made me feel immersed and like I was in a Haunted Mansion hug.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty amazing. And so many Easter eggs if you're
Yes.
a Haunted Mansion
Absolutely.
person. And yeah, so I was totally geeking out. Did you guys hate it?
I liked it.
You
I'm
liked
not
it.
liked it. I just had
You had a good time.
I went in with really, really low expectations.
Same, yeah.
Thinking that they'd fuck it up. And I had fun.
Yeah.
That's it. Was it great? No. Was it, but I had a smile on my face. Enough Easter eggs, like you said, just
So
to
cute.
keep me interested.
Yeah. And,
It's a
I
fun
really
movie.
liked the ending because I was worried they were going to do something else with the ending. I don't want to
Okay.
spoil it, but I was very happy with the ending.
Yeah, my only problem really with it is I was waiting for that voice. The voice that everyone knows, right?
Right.
The foolish mortals.
The ghost host.
The ghost
Yes.
host voice.
Yeah.
Because they played it in the trailer. So I was kind of expecting it at some point I'm going to hear it. And so I felt like I just, you know what I mean? Like I'm dangling
Yeah.
and I'm waiting for, that song lyric you're waiting to have come up so you can sing really loudly
Yeah.
or whatever, like,
That Thurl Ravenscroft. I mean, the man's real name was Thurl Ravenscroft. I
Right.
mean, come on. That's the
So-
best fucking name ever.
It is. So I was just waiting for that. And the fact that it didn't happen, I felt like I was just left dangling.
You were like,
Yeah, I was yes, it was kind of like, that was really my only problem. Otherwise, it was
that.
fun. It was, I almost said charming. It was cute.
it was charming. It was charming.
So-
Yeah, no, I wouldn't use
But-
the charming on.
Oh, I would
Don't
char-
waste
oh,
the charming on this
I was
one.
charmed. I was charmed. Make no mistake. I was charmed. And then I also saw Talk to Me. And
Oh, yes.
I thought it was really actually quite fantastic.
Okay, good.
I I love the concept.
Yes.
I'm just like, I'm so here for the concept.
Yep.
I love the cast. So that was fun. What's her name? From Lord of the Rings and from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina was in it. The one who played the auntie and then she played the mom in this. Yeah, anyway.
Sure.
I loved the concept. I don't want to say too much about it in case people, it's an hour and a half, so it's like you don't want to spoil it if people are still seeing it. And it has so much buzz and it has so much hype. And I know a lot of people are falling victim to the overhyping, which is a bummer. But yeah, I don't know. There just was like, I escaped into this wonderful little horror movie for like an hour and a half, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I think I called it a spooky good time.
All right. It was good. It was fun. Like, it was really original, which is, thank God, nice to get another, original story. Yeah. You didn't know where it was going to go.
Oh, and also, like, I just love so much that the character of Haley, who's a they, them pronoun person, not only are they the popular kid, they're the bully. And I'm like, this is the world I want to live in, where, like, people who use they, them pronouns are the popular kids, and it wasn't the victim. So I thought that was fucking cool.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Also.
That's enough from me.
All right. Let's see. What did I do? Started watching the newest season of What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, yeah.
With Space
Did that
Space.
too. Yeah.
Did you guys watch the last episode, the latest one?
No. We taken our time.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say I'm only 2 episodes
I think
in.
we're 1 or 2 behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but God, the show is just so amazing. Like, I mean, they can do no wrong, in my opinion, so far. So.
Okay, well, wait till you watch the one from last week.
My Nadja, my little doll.
Right.
Oh, I know. She had her moment.
God, she's so perfect.
Her and Colin.
And then I finished, and I didn't even know it was coming up. I knew they had announced that it was happening, but so finished season 2 of Good Omens.
Oh, yeah.
Over on Prime. I love those 2 characters, the angel and the demon that, get along and work together.
Frenemies.
It makes me happy. It really does. So I enjoyed it. I binged watched the fuck out of that. So all done with that now until they hopefully do another
What else
season.
you got, world?
And that's it.
I'm also like I think we're 2 episodes behind in Righteous Gemstones too.
Oh, we finished.
Yeah.
Really good season finale.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Really good. We got back basically. Oh, so I was in Hawaii, right? Last time you guys 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
So we got back and basically
caught
up on everything that we had missed. So we're binged, as you say, all the stuff we had missed. So we're good. But there's some good stuff coming up there for you. So I finished while gone on vacation a book.
No.
A Final Girl Support Group.
Did you finish it?
I finished it.
Yay!
Thank you.
Did you read by the pool?
Thank you.
Did you like read by the pool? Did you
I read
on
by
the
the
beach?
ocean.
Yeah,
Yep.
oh my God. I love it. You're like, I'm one of the book people
I
now.
stood there and I even licked my finger every time I turned the page.
Did you wear your cheaters? Did you wear your little cheaters?
Sit there, yep. Turn the page. And I said,
Books.
the whole thing. Books. Yes.
Books, am I right?
Laughing and pointing at the page to people that have no idea what
No
you're reading.
pictures.
Yeah, this guy's,
You'd love this.
No pop-ups, no pictures.
no, nothing, just words, people.
Neil,
What did you think of Brady?
I'm so impressed.
Yeah, so no, it was good. It was fun. It was a good time. I didn't expect where it was gonna go, how it turned into that really whodunit kind of thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which I was not really expecting that, I guess.
Yep.
So that was kind of fun. Yeah, I'm more just proud that I read a book.
We're all really proud too.
That's what I was
I mean,
thinking.
like a book that thick.
It doesn't matter if you liked it or hated it.
You
You
read it.
finished.
Right.
Well,
It took me a year and a half or whatever, but
well, and it's also so great because Grady Hendrix is a fucking awesome person.
yeah.
And he
No,
writes great horror.
I'm glad that I read The Cycle of the Werewolf for our one show, but that's, and it's got pictures.
It's little.
So I could point to the pictures and understand, but no. And then I read like Fangoria magazines or whatever.
That's true.
But this is a real honest to God book. Grady Hendrix is my kind of writer. I mean, because he's writing about things that I understand and have an interest in. This one being the Final Girl Support Group. If you haven't heard, there's a Genre Junkies episode on this book. I recommend you check it out.
Yep.
because it's awesome and it's about it's all the final girls that we love from our movies.
Yeah.
But if they're kind of ported into the real world,
and it changes it a little bit.
Yeah, a little spin in all of them. But there's a Heather and there's a Marilyn and there's all these little. It's just wonderful.
You read it and you're like, hey, boo.
Yeah, exactly. Wonderful Easter eggs to the women we love in horror films.
Yeah. Well, now you have to let us know if there's another book you want. We'll get it.
I gotta like recoup from that one.
Oh, sure. No, you've got till December.
Take a year and a half off, and
actually, the one I listened to your most recent Genre Junkies. So the book that you
The Woods.
Yes, the one you were just talking about sounds very interesting based on how you guys glowed over it.
Oh, it's a good one.
But I'm wondering.
Caleb would like that one.
Okay, but I'm wondering, should I stay with Grady and do the haunted house one you guys did recently?
Oh, fuck yes, you should. You will love that book, Neil.
So yeah, that's
you're
what
gonna
I'm
lose your goddamn mind.
So I'll start anyway. So I did that. So yeah, again, I'm proud of myself for reading. I didn't bring my iPad down once from the hotel room.
Nice.
No,
I was on the book the entire time. So
it's on the book.
I'm like, I'm getting this done. Other than that, I just wanted to bring up real quick the fact that I was in Maui, which of course we all know now is going through a terrible fire disaster, very similar, unfortunately, to what we're used to, which happened to us in Santa Rosa. Middle of the night, extremely high winds, no notice, just blew out everything. So Lahaina, which is exactly where we were, is gone. And so literally 3 days later, the fires came, and I'm looking at the footage now saying, literally 3 days ago, I sat on that break wall, or I was at that restaurant. I mean, it's absolutely nuts. So
heartbreaking.
Yeah. My heart, I know, I'm sure all of us, but that's kind of like my second home in a way. Like I've been going there every other year for like 20 years now. In Lahaina, we go to every single night for dinner or for drinks. So it's really sad, and it's a historical, it's a cultural town for them.
Yes.
It was a capital back in the 1700s of Hawaii, all kinds of things. So it's just absolutely heartbreaking.
Yes,
but
hope any of our people, our listeners, are okay.
Yes,
out there. Even if you don't listen to us, we still hope you're okay.
I do hope you're okay. But there are some links in this show's notes, by the way, to go help support a few of the foundations that have been created. It's like the United Way, the Red Cross, the Governor of Hawaii listed one, and then also the next island that is right there. I take a half-hour shuttle to it is Lanai, which has the cat rescue there.
Yes.
And so they 95% of their visitors come from Maui. And so now that Maui's been cut off, their funding is cut off because
really
most of their donations come from people who come from Maui. So there's also a link to support them right now as well, because they're going to need some help getting through this when there's no tourists on Maui.
Right.
So there you go.
Devastating.
Not that you want to listen to something that brings you down. That's it. So we'll stop there.
We gotta show love. We gotta show love.
We do. So other than that, we have got coming up in the cult film series. Next Thursday is Better Off Dead and One Crazy Summer.
Crazy.
So, hey. And then we just released our schedule. Did you see the schedule yet for September?
I saw it. Not that you sent it to me.
No, but I did put it on Instagram right away.
So I did
for
see
you.
it. Yes,
so
yes.
There you go. But I think it's August 7th, if I remember correctly, is Pee-wee's Big Adventure, because Paul Rubens. So Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Big Top Pee-wee. And then on the 21st, Stephen King's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Uncle Stevie. So yeah, we're doing Stand By Me and The Green Mile. So come on down.
Two of my favorite movies.
Well, the thing is, we've already done like Cujo and Christine.
Right. Oh yeah.
And Pet Cemetery recently, so it's like I can't.
Well, they're
keep doing
both
the same
fine, wonderful movies. The
Right.
Green Mile is just.
And he doesn't like the movie
I need a sedative.
The Shining. So
Yeah.
Right, he doesn't like The Shining, exactly. And you don't like prison films, right?
No, prisons treat me the fuck out.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I need a sedative before I watch The Green Mile.
Gotcha.
I have read it, have watched it.
Oh,
of course,
such a
it's
good book.
phenomenal.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great book.
Yeah.
Love him.
Yep. No, for sure. And then I didn't even think about the fact that while we were gone, Paul Rubens passed, Sinead O'Connor, really sad. William Friedkin this week.
Oh.
It's like, what's going on, man?
William Friedkin. So amazing, obviously. All of them are amazing.
Yeah.
Sinead O'Connor, who I'm really happy that, in recent years people have been like, you know what? we as a people did her fucking dirty because she was right. She was totally fucking right. And I've always loved her. I think she's badass. Paul Rubens, I'll be honest, I don't know a lot of Paul Rubens, but it's so funny because I know that everybody said he was such a wonderful person. He was very involved in animal rights and stuff too. I've never watched the show. That was before my time, but I have seen the movie, and I really, like, I kind of say it a lot in my life, like, I'm a loner, I'm a rebel, you know, like, I might have gotten this. But,
Yes,
like, I love that.
I'm a loner, Dottie. Yes,
A rebel.
a rebel. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I agree. You know, I had an issue with Sinead O'Connor back in like the early 90s with that one song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know why that song just bugged the hell out of me.
Nothing compares to you.
Nothing compares to you.
You've heard Prince's version, of course.
Absolutely.
Because he wrote it.
No, and I heard his version after that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that version. I'm like, well, this is pretty cool. I actually like his version. And I like Prince a lot. I love Prince, I would say.
We love Prince.
So, and then like all of a sudden, like, so that made me like, okay, this is interesting. And then I delve a little deeper into Sinead O'Connor and her library. She's got some really good music. And I don't know why What Nothing Compares to You is the one song everyone knows her for. I mean, there's like The Emperor's New Clothes, and I mean, all these other songs that are so much better.
Are there better songs on the album?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Better songs on the album.
Anyway, so I don't understand. But that being said, and then like one day though, I was in my car probably like 2 years ago, and her version came on, and usually I used to turn it off, but now I find myself like singing to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
Anyway,
it's a very, very catchy tune.
It's a catchy tune. Oh, speaking of catchy tunes, I'm sorry, I have one more thing. I got to see one of my favorite bands, Ghost. Got to see Ghost.
Ghost.
It was fucking amazing.
Okay.
I knew that they put on a really good show. I'd never gotten to see them live. It's very theatrical, lots of costume changes, incredibly sacrilegious, very fun and funny, and beautiful harmonies. Yeah, and producer Scott was like a casual Ghost fan, and he left like, I need to get this band's name tattooed all over my body.
Really?
Because they're
I
that
thought you were
fucking
saying
good.
you just left. You was like,
Yeah, me too.
He just left me in
I'm gonna
Concord.
go get a hot dog.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Wow.
Go see Ghost.
Okay.
We can't all go see Taylor Swift, okay? Can't all afford the Swift
can't
tickets.
afford it.
So I'm going to a concert next week that I'm really excited about, and you guys are gonna make fun of me, but I'm gonna tell you who I'm seeing
Tell
next
us.
week. I'm seeing Belinda Carlisle.
Why would we make fun of you?
Because it's Belinda Carlisle. I don't know. I figured they would make fun of me.
Is there a problem?
Remind
with
No,
Belinda
I think she's
Carlisle?
awesome. That's why I'm seeing her. I'm all
Remind
excited.
me who she is.
The Go-Go's, lead singer
Lead
from the
singer of the
Go-Go's.
Go-Go's.
Let's hear the Go-Go.
And then,
And then she had
ooh,
a
baby,
solo
do you
career.
know
Yep.
that's what-
Castles
have-
in the sand.
Yes, all those. So
Don't sue us, Belinda.
I'm gonna be losing my mind next
Yeah,
Friday when
as
I
you
go to
should.
that concert. So
And you thought we were going to make
I'm
fun
gonna
of you.
picture you like the guy in Indiana Jones when the face melts off. That
yes, I'll be that guy, but screaming with a high pitched voice probably. It'd be great. I'll probably be the only guy in the whole audience. But
good.
I
That's
don't
right.
think so.
anyway, no,
I don't
okay.
think
Well,
so.
you represent proudly and be like, you know what?
I
If you're
do.
a guy and you're not here, you're not a feminist. Fuck you.
Screw you guys.
Yeah.
she's awesome.
Um,
Anyway, the
you should-
original.
You
punk,
should
one
bring
the
all of
original
us
punk
back
heads.
Belinda Carlisle shirts, though.
Really? Okay.
Or just like a banner. We'll just swathe ourselves in it.
You know what? Just bring Belinda Carlisle
bring
back.
her
here!
We'd like to interview her.
I'll bring my burlap sack. Can I borrow you for a
Open
week?
it, and then you scoop her up.
Yep. I promise you'll be okay.
You're gonna have a good time.
Oh, goodness. So, what do you guys think? Should we talk about this movie?
Yeah. It's a Sandra pick, and I haven't done a real fucked up one in a while, so we were due for Baskin.
It's time.
It is time, as Rafiki would say.
It's just time.
I'm
Yes.
loving when you Google something now, there's like these words that come up for movies and it says why to watch. Surreal, disturbing, and terrifying. I love these words they come up with.
Describes you.
Describes us. Yeah. while taking I don't like this. No, I don't like the way they describe it. Basically, so Baskin means raid in Turkish, as I understand it. And a group of police officers are on their little dinner break, and then they get a call that they need to go to this house place that's way far out in the hinterlands. There's another unit calling for backup. But when they get there, surprise, it's actually a portal to hell.
Did I watch the wrong movie?
I'm wondering if the same thing. I watched something about 31 flavors.
Oh. See,
What flavors did they
I watched
cover?
a documentary on Carol Baskin.
Oh,
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. That one,
peanut butter and chocolate. That's my.
that was all
No.
the flavors they named?
That's all.
Well, that's going to be hard to talk about 31 if
I
you only
know.
remember
Well,
two.
I guess we're just gonna listen to you, Sandra.
Go for it. We'll just talk.
Let me clear my
We're
throat.
just kidding.
I mean, I would. I will sit here and I will fucking pontificate right into the camera about this movie.
We got you. No, I didn't.
Face.
Facial screw.
I kind of had a feeling that y'all were joking, but it was still real cute and I liked the gag.
Can I call attention to the fact that producer Scott's wearing sunglasses?
He wears his sunglasses at night.
Is it now? Did I miss something over the last month?
Oh my god, he's been bit.
Just checking. All right.
I guess
I
Vampire.
know.
you just
Wait till I tell Mom, bud.
Nice.
So Baskin, I'll start. My pick, obviously. This turns up on a lot of lists of people's like most disturbing movies I couldn't finish, meh, you know, those clickbaity things.
Yeah.
I saw it when it came out. Someone, if y'all remember, like in 2016
Yeah,
when it
yep.
came out,
Yep.
I want to say it was on Netflix. I think I found it on Netflix, and it had a little buzz. And recently, like every couple of years, you know, movies like this, they kind of get picked up, and it's been kind of trending again recently of people like you're seeking out like a really fucked up horror movie. Watch Baskin. Don't usually give trigger warnings on this show. We kind of assume, you know, we're gonna spoil the shit out of something, but there is sexual assault in this movie, and I like to just point that out.
There is.
Just FYI. That having been said, I adore this movie. I don't care if y'all hate it. If you hate it, you're haters. It's in like my top 20 of horror movies. Very famously,
Wow.
somebody on Reddit said it's like Hellraiser on acid.
Okay.
Which is really cute. Yeah, I think it is in fact surreal, disturbing. I don't know if I'd say terrifying, but terrifying in a way that us jaded horror fans can be like, ooh, what a super freaky film.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Great visuals. Confusing plot line. No discernible
Confused.
outcome. But that's fine. That's fine. That doesn't make it bad. You know, overall, I was cool with it.
I should have drawn you a map.
Yeah, I will also be leaning on you to help guide me through what
Yeah.
your thoughts are about what was actually
I know.
happening and what is there allegory, is there metaphors going on in this thing, that kind of deal. I again, my first notes,
And for nachos.
great colors, especially in the beginning, right? They put lean really heavy into coloring. Cinematography is fantastic. I had a great time with that,
Yeah.
watching that. And I overall had a good time. Enjoyed it. I hadn't seen it before, but I did know a fair amount about it.
Oh, yeah, from all the things.
Exactly, from all
Yeah.
the things and all kind of stuff.
I knew absolutely nothing about it.
You went
Okay.
in blind.
Yeah, I went in blind and was like,
Brave.
Yeah, this is cute.
I went in blind and brave, said
This is
Caleb.
so cute.
So okay, here's the thing: is we can talk through some of it. The ending is ambiguous, though. Like it is, and I like books and movies.
Oh no, and that's
ambiguous
fine.
endings.
I'm not saying that that's
Yeah.
a knock. I'm just saying like, at first watch, I was like, what the fuck?
This is probably my third time watching it. I feel that I glean new things out of it.
Okay.
There is some
Probably would.
stuff that obviously, like, if you're from Turkey or very familiar with Turkish culture is going to stand out more to you. Because you're gonna like be able to glean and pick out more from it because you know that culture, right? But some of it I have kind of learned over time, but we love watching foreign horror and sci-fi, or reading foreign horror and sci-fi, because it's really cool to know like what other cultures, like what their horror and their vision of the future looks like. It's important. And I know there's subtitles. You can get a dubbed version. Really what matters is you just got to dive into your foreign horror.
Yeah, no, agreed. I if you can, I'd say avoid the dubbed if you can.
I know, I like subtitles personally.
Yeah, but you want to hear the real voices and
yeah,
everything. What the filmmakers intended you to hear.
Or the translations, too, that they give you.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Yeah.
They say dude a lot in this movie.
They do. They do. Dude. They do. No, and I agree. Beautiful. I actually love the music in this movie. I love the music. Lighting, a lot of really gorgeous shots. Even in the midst of some of the grotesquerie, there's still like some really beautiful shots and stuff.
Yep.
And Turkey is such an interesting place and has such an interesting history from ancient times through now. Of course, they went through that fucking horrible, devastating earthquake.
Yeah.
Coups and wars and next to Syria and so much going on. So, yeah, and then I know somebody like in IRL, an acquaintance of mine, just spent 3 weeks in Turkey. It was just amazing.
Yeah, I know a gal I went to high school with, Stephanie.
Oh.
She lived there her husband was in the Air Force, I think it was.
Yes.
So they were there for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I believe.
So
she loved it.
Yeah. Let's go. Anybody want to fly us to?
Let's go. So these cops, not exactly the nicest of people.
They have a range in their group,
So.
from some that are a little more sweet to a little more sour.
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting little glimpse right there where I forgot to write down names. The asshole.
I got him.
There's
Remzi is the boss, and I could be pronouncing that right.
Where's
Wrong.
the asshole?
The asshole was Yavuz.
Yes. Oh my god. So when
there it is.
He's talking about how he basically had a good time having sex with a male sex worker, but then he kind of decides to then have to like step up with this like toxic masculinity thing of like, calling me this gay slur. And it's like you start to really see their personalities starting to kind of emerge in those scenes. Before that, we have a dream sequence, by the way. Love a good dream sequence. So in the diner, this is where we kind of start out with our cop friends. There is someone who delivers backdoor bucket street meat.
Yes. And it's never mentioned what that meat is.
Well, we know where it comes from.
What kind of meat that is.
We know where it comes from.
Where?
From the house.
Oh, from the house that they go in?
Yeah.
The police station?
Yeah, the defunct one.
Okay.
That's why do you think there's all that butchering going on and all the buckets they're throwing stuff into?
I don't know.
Yeah. Whew. Totally missed that.
Well, I have a theory.
Like, I figured because
I'm gonna wrap around.
The way they show that meat, you're like, okay, there's something suspect going
right,
on
obviously.
here.
And isn't the person that delivers it like hooded or
Robed,
something?
yeah.
Or like there's something funky going on with
Yeah,
them?
yeah. See, I was trying so hard to keep up, read and watch and try to, you know what I mean, to understand that. So
That's okay.
I need to go back a second
Again,
time.
this is
But
like
actually,
my
the
third
movie
viewing.
opens with the little kid.
Yeah, dream sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, him remembering and the creepy
him seeing
hand.
something and know
Right.
waking or hearing his mom
His parents
Allegedly
having
having
either having sex or
something's going on.
playing with
lots of moaning.
Right, there's some moaning going
As
on.
the subtitle said,
but then he
moaning.
sees something, he screams, and then you see like a red rod hand.
It's pretty
reaching out for
Yeah.
him, and then it jumps to the diner.
Yeah. So Sefi, who's the driver, and I'm just gonna say right now, please forgive us for our poor pronunciations.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm sorry, it's not right, but it's what's happening. So he's starting to kind of wig out a little bit.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Seeing
I mean,
shit.
he just doesn't feel well.
He's like sweating.
Yeah.
He's distracted.
Right.
He goes into the bathroom. There's a great shot of that turkey lurkey behind him.
Mm-hmm.
That lurker. Oh, that's a good shot. And his scream.
Yep.
Yeah. And we get our first frog.
First frog in the soap dish.
The first frog. And he like rudely moves the frog.
So okay, what was going on? Was there something going on with him to make him ill because of what's about to happen?
Well, okay, that's gonna tie around to my theory at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
So you gotta say
So we
that.
can
Alright.
build to it.
Okay.
The frogs, in my interpretation, I don't know if there's something deeper behind the frogs. I think that it's kind of related to, like a plague.
Okay.
Like
One
a
of the
plague
7
of-
plagues of Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's kind of related to that, and maybe there's other stories where there's like plagues of frogs. They're also kind of transformative creatures,
Okay.
and it's like kind of a transformative theme.
Okay.
That's as much as I've gotten from the frogs. I love frogs.
Yeah.
They're goddamn adorable, and they're all over this film.
All over.
I hope they were treated well.
Especially later, but.
So
Um,
I asked Caleb that. I'm like, okay, frogs. Like, what's their biblical meaning? Because I'm wondering if that's somehow what
Yeah.
this is going for.
Well,
And
from
he-
what else I understand, there's a lot of, I can't ever say this word, Zoroastrianism and some Islamic things like kind of influence in there as well. So there might be another meaning to the frogs and some of the other things we see.
Okay.
Um,
Fair enough.
so we get into an awkward confrontation in the diner.
Yes. Very awkward.
Yes.
Where the asshole guy just needs to try to prove a point. And he ends up just looking like a jackass in the end.
Yeah. Beating the crap out of the restaurant owner's kid.
Yeah. And then the Seffi breaks down in the bathroom. And then he's like, I can drive. And everybody's like, yeah, I don't feel super comfortable with you driving, actually.
He keeps saying, though, I've driven these roads for 10 years.
mhm.
Like, that's a phrase that's repeated by him, or all
Yeah.
my life, or...
He does
you know,
say that.
He says that a lot, and I think
Ties
that...
back around to my theory.
Yes.
Yeah. So then they have a super awkward van ride until they all start singing, and it's actually kind of sweet.
Okay.
Don't you guys like the little singing montage?
Sorry, I was writing something down.
Yeah.
Yes, they are all very into that song. I mean, they're whistling, they're clapping,
Yeah.
they know all the lyrics.
The dancing.
Even the blanking on his name already, but the guy that doesn't feel well
Seffi.
suddenly
Sevi.
feels a little bit better. Power of music, y'all.
Power music, bringing people together. And I mean, that must be, I mean, the song was a bop. Let's all be clear.
I tried
I
searching
loved
for it. I couldn't find it, though.
Yeah.
It's really, yeah, but, so that's cute. It's not gonna last in this movie. Rain is falling, driver. Oh, so that, then the driver sees a naked person, stops the car, but we got the frogs again. We got scratches on the van.
Like Pilo frogs, though. Like,
yeah, we got scratches on the van. Were those there before? This is a little suspect.
What's going on? Yeah.
It's a little Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It
like
is.
Marking the van.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Then we have one of those moments I think a lot of us horror fans live for, where it's a really abrupt splat.
Mm-hmm. Real
Just
quick
that
blunk in the road.
Bunk. And then into the river, which is horrifying.
Right.
While we're in the river, we see a hand, which I believe, and I interpreted that to be a Hansa, the hand of God
Okay.
symbol, the Hansa.
That like
Reaches
reaches
into your
in
life,
and pulls
you out. Yeah.
Arda,
Yeah.
or basically our, for lack of a better word, our main character.
Yeah, our
in this.
hero. Yeah.
Okay.
He's really sweet and new. He's the rook.
You're right.
He's the rook of the group.
Yeah.
He's the cute one.
He's the cute one of this boy band.
However, he has known the chief, Apo,
Yeah,
like,
basically his whole life.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
like he's basically told his dad who passed away that he'll
His
take
uncle.
care of his
Yeah.
uncle.
Yeah.
But what happened to his dad? So his dad must have died too at some point, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, his parents died in a car accident.
Car accident,
They say
there you
that.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at some point, his uncle passed away.
Okay.
They don't say how, but he says,
Yeah.
he said he would hurt me in the afterlife if anything happened to you.
But Chief and Arda have a history together.
Yeah, they do. They have a rapport. Another thing we love in a horror movie, a backwoods family. Turns out they have them in Turkey. They have them
They're
everywhere.
everywhere.
I call them the locals.
The local flavor. Weird people in the woods. They have that thing going on where it's like, y'all are fun.
Yeah.
But you don't know what's
Right.
going
Well, you're not,
on.
but I mean, we've seen plenty of movies where those people would be the bad guys. Those people would be the
Right.
ones to yank them and, because they're not saying much. They're just
No.
kind of staring at the policemen,
Yeah. Well, I liked in Cabin in the Woods, they
Mhm.
introduced that character as the Harbinger.
Mm.
The one that's
Right.
like, I mean, he doesn't necessarily, this family isn't saying turn back,
Yeah.
but they're like, I know something. You don't know it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And I'm going to bang on my bucket and I'm going to laugh knowingly, some of us.
Right.
And then, of course,
And one of
somebody,
them's
I'll
really,
take you.
really tall and, just kind
Yeah.
of just stares at him.
It's kind of just an odd mix of people.
Yes, yes. But we never see him again after
We never
this,
see them
which
again.
is the odd thing.
Well, you don't always need to see those sorts of characters again. They kind of serve their purpose.
Yeah, they're just kind of like the conduit.
Yeah, they're just getting you there. So, we get to the building. It's a big, beautiful building. Used to be a police station, and Seffi's like, yeah, I was here when I was a kid, like a long time ago, and they can't quite find it either. It takes a while to find it.
Right.
And then one of the family happily escorts them
Yeah.
Yes.
through the woods. They see the other police car out
Right.
front. And it's one of those things where it's like, well, this is a little scary, but you're the police. You
Yep.
have to
Yeah.
go in.
Yeah, it's your
But
job.
I'm like, no, you should just turn around and go.
That's what the one guy does when we check in there. He books it through the woods.
That's what I would do.
So, not good in any horror movie when you see little straw dolly people.
Lots of straw
Yeah, yeah.
things.
Yeah, that's not good. You're going to want to turn back.
I call them lots of hangy things.
Hangy things.
Hangy things.
Not only there's hangy things, there's things made of hair and straw.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Fleshy bits,
Just-
gory bits.
Yeah, it's not. All the gory bits are in there.
Um,
Again, one of those clear signs.
and then there is what I lovingly call the blood eggs.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So fucking gross.
Yeah.
It's not what you want to see.
I don't
Chief
know
did
what
not
those
like
were.
those bloody eggs.
No.
He was like, this isn't good. There's definitely, that's not right.
Right. Again, this is when you turn around, walk out, get in the car, the waiting police car with the door wide open, and drive away.
They can't. They're the police. They have to go in after their brothers.
You know what? I earlier said a wrong name, and I don't want to confuse anyone. Should it come back on me? So it was not Chief and Arda. It was Boss. They called him
Boss.
Boss or
Yeah.
Remzi.
Remzi.
Remzi and Arda
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
the history.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's-
Arda doesn't do very much in this movie.
The kid?
Huh? Not Arda. Sorry.
Apo?
Apo
Chief. Yeah.
doesn't do very much.
He doesn't
in this
last
movie.
very long.
Yeah.
We need him for the fodder.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the guy's got a lot of guts.
Oh gosh. So then we have one of our police officer friends we're here to rescue. You hear that banging? What's that banging? What
Yeah.
could it be?
Yeah.
Man, head,
Yeah.
wall.
I kind of call
nothing.
that like the Blair Witch moment where.
It was, but it
you
was
know,
like, dare I
was-
say better than Blair? It was bloodier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he had like little bits of it in his head.
I mean, you guys know how I feel about Blair Witch, so
You love her.
But just the the opposite of that. No, just how he's just sort of standing in a corner, just like
Not good.
facing a wall. Like,
Not good.
yeah,
But we can't leave. Where is everybody? The
right.
guy's
But
basically
they know they're missing
catatonic.
another police officer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there were two in there.
So of course we've got to split the party.
Of
Of course. That's what you do.
That's what we do. I'm sorry. I'm heading down the stairs. When the mean guy was like, fuck, like which way to go? And it's like, well, don't stay by yourself.
Right.
That's not good. Seffi is dispatched pretty quickly.
Because he finds a
He finds
room of
how do you even describe this?
undulating, philandering.
This is where you start to see the real nightmare fuel.
Right.
We've got an orgy happening with people bleeding. They're in bags. They have bags on their head.
Yeah.
There's people wrapped in plastic and twine, and it's just fucking filthy.
Yeah,
like it's
I'm not
literally
really sure
dirty.
what they were doing. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were fucking or fighting or killing.
Then there's literal
or,
butchery happening.
like...
Yeah. and there's butchery happening, and that's when you see there's the meat
Okay,
going
that's
in the
when you see.
bucket.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Totally didn't put that
The
together.
the butchery was happening like to the sides, right? And then
we get some pretty good
the slithering was
visuals.
happening. No, right, but it
The
was
slithering.
wasn't the
The
whatever was
the
happening,
undulating.
Undulating.
That was like
The
there-
orgy.
That was happening like kind of more in the middle. So it was like a
Yeah.
butchery, a butcher slash hump dashery or whatever kind of going on.
Hump dashery.
Hump dashery.
That's where they make humps.
Do they still have those anymore?
You've heard of a haberdashery.
Just,
And I tip my hat to
welcome
you.
to the hump dashery.
Oh,
I
that's
think I
right.
would like to visit the Hump
Because-
Dasher.
It's a good name for a club. TM, TM, TM. Oh, that's right. Because before we see the butchery, you just hear that chain sound. It's
Yes.
another
Yeah.
great little storytelling device. And then it's like, oh shit. And then we got crawlers.
The crawlers.
A lot of people don't like crawlers in horror movies. These ones aren't necessarily on your walls or on your ceilings. But a lot of people don't like it when there's like a
No.
scurry crawling.
Right.
Right.
And I cannot express to you well enough how dirty the place is. And throughout the movie, all of these cult members we're going to meet, they're literally like they're covered in like mud and filth, and they're just dripping off of them, and the blood, and it's just and the twine. Did I mention the twine?
Yeah, it's like random
Bits of things.
greenish black
Yeah,
oozy
it's gross. Whatever
mess
the
in their
fuck it is,
mouths when
it's
they're-
gross.
It's like what are these people
Yeah.
eating?
What have they gotten
What-
themselves
yeah,
into?
Jesus, what gum do they chew?
We gotta run. We're
Not
running.
orbit.
And it's a great transition. I love this transition where he's got his hand on the wall, and he's Ada does, and he's like going down the hall and escaping from the crawlers, and then you see the picture on the wall that's from his home as a childhood, and then we're in his home.
Right. Yes.
Great transition. Love that transition. And then we're back to the diner table too.
Right. So that kind of clues you in, obviously, to that dream was a dream he either had or he
Right,
was
that's
a kid,
him.
or
Yeah.
you start kind of
You're like, oh,
Yeah, this
Uh-huh.
this
It's a little
story
boring.
is not linear.
no.
no. Then we have Ramsey.
Ramsey
The
the
boss?
boss?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Faux uncle. Our,
Yeah.
yes,
our,
yeah.
our stand-in father figure.
Yeah.
Right.
He says, well, we've been summoned to the crossroads. Sorry about it. Bummer. Was never really a call. And I believe this is also the scene, and I could be wrong. Is this the scene where he talks about his friend dying? Ada talks about his friend
Sure,
dying.
and tells him
Yeah.
that they would.
They made a pact
They
to
made a
come
pact.
see each other, but not
Yeah.
scare each other.
Right.
Yeah. And
That was a flashback scene, though, in the diner.
right. I can't
Yeah.
remember if it's this one though.
I don't recall. I remember they were back in the diner.
Right. No, no.
Because
He
there's
tells him
another
to him in
transition
the
after
diner,
this.
but
And this is also where he tells him, like, he's like, do you notice there's somebody else here in the room with
Right.
us? I see them all the
Yes.
time. That's not good.
No.
That's spooky. Then we're back. Turns out we're chained up to some pillars. We've got the orgying. There's this, I call him the master of ceremonies.
okay.
This wonderful character. We don't know if they're male or female or who they are, but they're like writhing and swanning around like this.
I
Got half an eye.
This was like my second favorite character, like how
Oh.
how they like flip their straw
Straw wig,
wig back
yes!
and, oh, it's
I
great.
love them.
It's
So I don't-
so good.
I call them the master of ceremonies.
Yeah.
One of their biggest
I call them second in command, or, number one.
And one of the best things that they do is they move the step stool.
Yes.
Which is very important. So then, it's not good if these people who are all scary, and the master of ceremonies who's scary, and then whoever's coming down the stairs is scaring them.
Right.
That's ominous.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
He's coming down the spiral stairs. And this is who I call the boss, not to make it more confusing with more bosses. Our leader. This is our leader.
So everything I read, he's either father or Baba.
Yeah, which I believe is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baba comes down. Mm-hmm. So this actor, you guys all saw that's his real face. That's his real skin. He has a very rare skin condition.
Mm-hmm. Right. Figured.
Yeah, which is gives him a really unique look. He is cut. The man was
he's ripped.
He's ripped. He's what we call in the business a short king.
How tall do we think he was?
I don't know how tall he was.
Yeah, not very
5
tall.
feet.
5 foot?
Yeah.
Was about my guess.
Probably. Okay.
But he is awesome.
He's fucking awesome.
Love this.
He's
character.
Our pinhead, if you will.
If this is your protagonist, I am all for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I read that the director told him to watch Nightmare on Elm Street, specifically look at Freddy Krueger,
how he walks.
Hellraiser to look at Pinhead, Apocalypse Now to look at Colonel Kurtz.
Wow. Yes, so much Kurtz.
It's
giving Kurtz.
Oh, and The Descent. Right, we all love The Descent,
we all
right?
love The Descent.
Like, just sort of like these underground dwellers that
it's claustrophobia. The movie has a lot of claustrophobia.
And so when I read that, I was like, yeah, that totally makes sense.
I read that, and also I can't remember that actor's last name, and his first name was Ahmed. Okay. But that the director, he was very informed by his performance, and it really shaped a lot of the direction of the movie. And I mean, he's not what you would call a traditionally beautiful person. He's not tall, but he's this incredibly commanding
his
figure.
Screen presence is huge.
Yeah, and I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. I think it's so fucking cool. The
problem is you have no idea, what, why, who, any of this kind of stuff. But you're completely transfixed by this character.
Yes,
immediately.
And he knows all of them. he knows them by name.
Yeah.
So first to go is Boss.
No. Chief.
Who's already been hit in the head.
He's already been brained once. Yeah.
A slow disemboweling.
Yes.
One of the things that people often also credit this movie with is the wonderful practical effects and not a lot of cutaways. You're gonna see we're going into the belly.
Right. Yes. And we're pulling something out of the belly too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
what's nice is they had it like a sous chef went in and kind of got it ready to go for him. You know what I mean? Kind of cut, had a little gut hanging out, stapled it back, and it was ready for him.
I think that was Master of Ceremonies, second in command.
Okay, maybe.
Probably did that. He probably went through and they probably went through and did a little slishy.
You think he did that?
I think he did.
All right. With those wonderful butchers sitting there with the green slime coming out of their mouths and everything?
Super sanitary.
Yes.
Up to health codes? Absolutely. Our street meat bucket is clean. Let me tell you. Then
Yves has to do some things.
He says, he's kind of like, we're your shepherds. We're your guides on a journey we're taking tonight. And I know it's scary, but you're not going to beat us. You can join us.
Yeah, just open yourself.
Oh, I have that line in here. He says something, I'm kind of paraphrasing here, obviously. Open your eyes, your heart, your mind, journey the cosmos, be free from worshiping power. All of the things that my satanic heart loves to hear. Poetry to my ears.
Yeah.
However, we're gonna need your eyes. And he
This
has
wonderful eye trauma.
Oh my god, I tried to warn Scott, and it's long.
Mhm.
It's long. I'm sure for Scott it went on for 15 minutes. He has just the tool for the job, and it doesn't look clean,
No.
but it has a little sheath. Because you gotta lose your eyes if you're gonna be in the orgy cult.
Right.
Yeah.
So gets that eyeball out and he licks the socket.
Yeah. Just like that.
Get out. Even I, who do not have eye trauma, I'm like, oh, don't lick it. Don't lick it. It's like you say, I'm gonna lick it, make it feel better.
You know, I just think I think he is that appreciative of the offering.
He is. He does it, actually put it here, lovingly.
Right.
The way he talks to them and he kind of like caresses them, it's lovingly, right?
Yeah.
He's that cult leader who's like, I'm gonna just set you just free, right?
Right. Like the other more recent eye socket trauma that we've seen was probably was it The Saddening, the movie, right?
Great eye trauma. In
Right.
That
Was that guy. I don't think he cared so much about
lovingly
the head or the eye socket upon which he was.
He doesn't care for his worshippers.
Right. Whereas this, I think, I call him Little Molaram, where I think he truly was appreciative of that eye socket.
Thank you for your gift.
Yes.
Now I'm going to give you.
No gifts.
Yeah. now I'm going to give you a treat. You get to.
Guess what?
Bang a.
You get the goat lady. So the goat lady comes out.
For Yabuz.
He's got to pass the test. He fails. So this is where the essay comes in.
Yes.
Harkens back to the dream though, because remember Ada's dream, he hears the moaning and the sex.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now we got a moaning and a sex here. Goat lady seems nonplussed. Our friend who now has one eye, not having a good time.
The only one? He didn't take them both?
Did they take both? Well,
I assumed, but you know,
he's got his little patch on now.
Who knows?
Okay. I don't know. I thought both for some reason. Okay.
He doesn't pass the test
of the milking, if you will.
Yeah, the goat lady has a baby. Congratulations.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. What is that? Can you tell me what that's about yet? Or you have to wait till your summation.
I believe that because he didn't pass the test, he's not worthy. He's in the eyes of this cult, he'd be kind of dirty or corrupt or something. So when he impregnates her, it's just a stone. It's just nothing. It's no passion. There's no life. Second in command whisks it up the stairs to do God knows what with it. Maybe they just added into a wall or something. Another brick in the wall.
Another brick in the wall.
But you're gonna have to die if you can't pass the test to be in the orgy. I'm sorry.
Right.
So things are getting dark. Father figure, he's trying to like pull Baba off of Appa and get him on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're both special. They're both special boys.
They are. They're the two characters you actually care about.
Well, right, but they're also somehow spiritually significant. They are both passengers. They're both something kind of worthy. And we also know that Ramsey is religious or spiritual because throughout the movie we see with his beads.
Yeah.
So I mean, we gotta die though. Then we go back to the diner home space flashback, right? And he's there and he appears up and says, remember, whoever dies first? Like, I'm doing that thing. And he tells him he carried this key in life.
Right.
So Baba back in the
oh, yes, back in the torture chamber.
He gets his throat slit.
Yeah, he
like,
does.
Slowly.
Real slow.
Deeply.
Yeah.
Truly, madly, deeply.
To get that deep arterial flow upon.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to like the knife doesn't,
It's kind of
a lot of times when you do a neck slitting in movies, it's really
it's so
fast.
easy.
It's like, you know,
yeah.
This is just like, it's just dragging across, and it feels like Baba is using like those fucking muscles he's got.
He's
like,
working it.
you know, he's working it across. So
raking it across.
It's brutal.
There's a key in there.
But there's a key.
There's a key in his neck.
And yeah, pop it out. And you pop it out of a neck flap, you bring it into the real world, and you put it in Bubba's head.
Even though he's got a lock on his back.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was somehow going to come into play.
Yes.
It doesn't.
Nope.
That doesn't. I'm wondering again if there's a significance I haven't learned or picked up yet.
Okay.
With that.
No, I think that was just his S&M outfit.
That's a quick release.
Yeah, I guess.
Then, and this is cold. You beat a man to death with his own step stool. However, I like to say this is one of those moments that, again, us real sicko horror fans, we live for. Mm-hmm. When somebody like reels up and then the music drops and it's just splatter over and over and over again. Yeah. I'm like, that's horror movie gold. To us. We want these moments. We live for these moments.
We like them. I could have used a little more, maybe a little more gray matter, you know, a little more chunk in the.
But we don't actually know what Baba's made of.
Always wanting more.
True, I always want more.
But we don't know what Baba's made of. He might not have normal stuff in there.
I guess that's true.
So the cult turns on a dime and is like, "You're our Baba now," and he's like, "I don't want any part of this." And they're like trying to, you know, get a touch on him. Goes outside, bloody.
Yes.
Shambles like so many zombies down the road.
Looking for help. Splat.
Yeah. He was the splat from earlier.
From earlier on.
Into the water.
There you go.
My theory.
Please.
Okay.
So I think we all know there's something loopy going on.
Right.
This would indicate a time loop thing.
Okay.
Because we're seeing things we already saw before.
Right.
Sandra's theory is that we're in this loop, and until Ada chooses to lead the cult,
they continue.
It continues. And I think that SciFi, where he's melting down, is because he's starting to wake up to we're in a loop. And he's starting to see the shit around. Okay. Same thing with Ramsey. Do you see the figure over there right now? It's not just us. I see them sometimes. They're starting to kind of wake up. They've been in the loop. Maybe they've been in the loop 10 years. And that could be why he says...
Why we've been driving this... I've been driving this road.
I mean, he's definitely been driving a lot in the loop. Maybe 10 years. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Or maybe there's another way that Ada can not become Baba, but become rescued by the divine. Like, maybe there's something he's not doing. He's not getting out of the loop. So they're all stuck in the loop.
Okay.
So what do you think about him, the dream of him as a kid? And the hand that ends up being the hand.
That ends up being him.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's like young Arda and then old Arda with the red right hand reaching for him. Mm-hmm. Is he trying to tell him something?
He's trying to tell him something.
You need to remember.
Pay attention.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Or maybe that's him trying to pull him out of that. Right. And I believe that because Ramsey was a very spiritual man, that's why the uncle left him in his care, because he was kind of like, maybe he knew that Arda was special, and so he's like, if I leave you with this guy as your caretaker, he is spiritual, he has that key inside him, this divine key, he's going to be able to help you, and if you fuck this up, I will haunt you in the afterlife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, not knowing everything about the cultures and religions represented in the movie, I would really love to learn more, and I will try throughout my lifetime to learn more, but I like not having all the answers.
Yeah, no, I'm not, I need to, like, that's not a bad thing that it's sort of ambiguous, but, when you walk away after the first one-time viewing. You're like,
Right.
what did I just watch?
Indeed.
It's cool, but I don't know why.
It's an interesting film, definitely, and it's got some really great imagery, some dark imagery, some
Saran wrap people.
some saran wrap people.
Tongue in a knife socket.
Yes. So
I love just looking at your notes.
I know you enjoy.
Little mola
we
ram.
We didn't talk about when Yavuz finally dies.
And the spider
And a
comes
spider
out.
comes out of his mouth. What's that all about?
Yeah.
No spooter. Little spooter in the mouth.
I'm curious. What did producer Scott think about this movie? What was his?
Oh, I can
No?
tell. Loved it.
Okay.
Absolutely
It was not
loved
his
it.
cup of tea.
Not
I
his
did
thing.
warn him about the essay. I warned him about the eye trauma.
Okay.
Producer Scott, 2 thumbs up.
I did watch it with friend of the show Haley, who loved it, and I was like, "This is why I keep you around." And we proceeded to talk about it for like 40 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
So there.
So
Yeah.
there, take that. All right, it's a, I think people should definitely go watch it. I wouldn't call it one of my more extreme films that I've seen. You know what I mean? Definitely. But that being said,
What's extreme? Who's to say what's extreme, right? Who
Well-
sets the bar? Because everybody's gonna have different reactions to different.
no, they are.
things.
But I'm just saying, when when it comes to like the ones that, if you're gonna throw extreme or whatever movies into a pot, right, and you're gonna have this and what else have we done? I mean, the
Cannibal Holocaust.
Martyrs.
I think we
Cannibal
should put it in a
Holocaust,
bucket
whatever.
of street meat, not a pot.
That works too. You know.
I'm glad you
But-
guys enjoyed the ride, though. Not that you
Yeah.
have to, but I'm glad
No,
you did.
it's obviously it's better if you enjoy films that we're watching, and
you
know,
don't have to.
No, but it's better. Believe me, we know. We have been there where we've suggested films you don't absolutely despise. It's not fun for us when that happens. So, you know,
Somebody's got to have taste in this house.
that's right. Someone has to baba that. so
And where's the Bubba Duck?
where is the Babadook?
All right, guys.
Cool.
I
What's
think-
next?
We're going to have a little tasty taste test of spicy things.
Okay.
And we're going to read a Mad Lib.
A Mad
Whilst
Lib?
tasting.
I haven't done
Yes.
one of those since
What's gonna
elementary
be-
school.
I'll lead you through it. Let's play a game.
Let's play a game.
Whenever we have these spoons, I feel like I'm supposed to take an eye test. Anyone else? These are great. These are compostable spoons, but I just feel like I'm supposed to read a line on a chart. So we haven't done
Scoop the eye.
a string. Oh, this tool is not sufficient. It's not up to their standards.
I'll make it work.
We haven't done us a little spicy tasting in a while.
It's been a while.
So I thought we'd do that. And then when we're properly scorched, we'd read a Mad Lib or two that I've thrown together.
Okay.
All right.
So to kick us off, we've got Mexico Lindo, bite the chili. Salsa habanero rojo, red sauce. Habaneros. What's the worst that could happen? Extra hot. Put some on your spoon. Have you guys had this one before?
No.
I have not. No.
And of course,
Ooh,
okay,
that's a lot.
we're starting big for some of
I'm
us.
not gonna. Yeah, I have like buttholes to worry about. So.
Multiple.
I have no butthole, so
No belly buttons, nothing. So go ahead. We'll smell, give it a little taste. Product of Mexico. Now,
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
think
warm.
this is delicious.
It's good.
It's a little sweet. A little spicy.
Not bad.
You can see it's pretty color too.
Very color, very nice full. Nice full. Very nice. Full of color.
See,
Okay.
what would you guys pair that with?
Chicken.
You'd do a chicken.
Tofu chicken.
Would do tofu. I would do tofu with that.
Yeah, tofu pork.
Perfect. Next up, we have
some nice carnitas.
El Yucateco.
This I've had. And it's
I
very,
love this
it's
stuff.
very, very good on eggs.
Extra hot. Mayan recipe, it claims. It's got like grit. It's a gritty girl.
Grit.
She's got a lot of grit in her.
For
True
extra
grit.
flavor.
And you're going to want to keep this in a fresh and dry place. Go ahead, take some, pass it down.
This one's kind of spicy, if I remember correctly.
She sure is. She's a
I'm
gritty,
not going to let
spicy lady.
Caleb's extra large dousings intimidate me and make me do that.
No, don't feel don't feel peer
So
pressure.
again, I've had this one before, so I'm going small.
Okay.
And have you had this one, Neil? This is
I
new
have
for
not.
you.
Nope. New for me.
Do we like a gritty hot sauce?
It reminds me of tonight's movie.
Exactly. It reminds me of having a lots of undulating.
This kind of looks like stuff that was in their mouths.
You're taking
only-
a really small. Okay, no, you're good. Okay.
It's like it's got like ichor in it.
Icar. Icarus.
I think it has a really nice scent too, actually.
So it's got good habanero flavor, if I remember correctly.
Hello, Army Beef 68.
Hi.
Wow. I think it is superb.
Interesting.
It's smoky.
Smoky.
It's got a little smoke.
She's
to it.
smoky.
A slow drink of whiskey, that one is.
What do you think of it, Neil?
Yeah, I think it's you got your chili, habanero. I don't know if that's as spicy as the other one to me. Or maybe the other one's just I'm already burning, so I can't tell. But good flavor, good on eggs. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Let me get you into an egg.
A bloody egg?
Now we have Melinda's. It's got a pretty lady on it. It's got a pretty lady. This is 4 out of 5 little flamies. Scotch bonnet.
Scotch
No,
bonnet.
I've not had this particular one, but I've had a few Melindas before, and
She's good.
some I really like, and some I not so much.
They have a simple philosophy. Heat and flavor mean everything. So they say they have the freshest fruits, vegetables, and spicy peppers. A lot of love in this bottle. A lot of love from Melinda.
We shall see if I like this one.
It's going to clear my sinuses.
I think sometime we should have Michael from the audience do some hot sauces with us.
Yeah, I have not grown Scotch bonnet yet. That's on my list for next year to try.
Has anybody in our audience ever grown Scotch bonnets?
This one does not come out very fast,
You gotta want it. Remember, love in every shake.
which might be a bad thing.
It's funny how my stomach lets me know really quick when it's like, why are you
When
eating
we're
all
done.
this hot
Right,
sauce
yeah.
without anything else?
Lovely scent.
Okay.
I think it's smooth. I think it's absolutely phenomenal.
It's good. I like that one.
I taste the love. Is that love I'm tasting?
Is that
Scotch bonnet.
Scotch bonnet?
That is my favorite so far, I'd
Okay.
probably say.
That one's good.
Very nice. Oh, thank you.
Brought you a little
Got
treat.
you a little spring roll.
I don't know, how do I eat that without giving any to you guys?
And I would agree with you, Neil. Yes, that is also my favorite so far.
All right.
So I'll add that to my
Amazing
thumbs up
shit.
Melinda's.
That's
What's
a
your
good one.
favorite so far? Is that one?
Scotch
For both
bonnet,
of you?
yeah.
Yeah.
This is one that we bought at a local metal show. Jimbo
Nice.
Phillips.
Jimbo.
Mega Shred, hella hot sauce, Pineapple Reaper. And I believe, so together, hella hot sauce and Santa Cruz's graphic artist Jimbo Phillips created Mega Shred hot sauce, blasting from the molten pit. The mix of pineapple and Reaper pepper have come to dominate your taste buds. Come ride the edge of insanity with Mega Shred.
Mega Shred.
And there's a little thermometer on here, and it's sweating, and it says hella hot. Of course, we're in California,
Hella.
and we love us some hella.
Gotta rock the hella.
So, see what you think.
Okay. But you said Reaper, right? This is a
Yeah.
Reaper.
And it's got like the coolest fucking art. We should do a close up.
So I am going to
Start small and then go big if you want.
Yep. Okay.
Who doesn't love
Right.
pineapple?
Producer Scott delivered me of spring rolls. I'm gonna.
Oh, look at
Because
you.
you're a special
You guys are welcome to
baby.
have some.
I'm gonna have hiccups, so.
There you go.
So if you can see, I don't know, it's hella cool art.
Smells good. Smells
Pineapple-y.
pineapple-y, yeah.
Producer Scott hasn't done a pineapple one, but I think it's coming.
Yes, I have.
Just kidding. He's done a pineapple one before.
I made it special for Caleb.
That is so phenomenal. Is he hot? He's hot.
It is hot. Is it fruity? Yes.
Yep.
You could do that with
That's
so
hot.
many like tropical or Asian cuisines.
Yes. Yeah, that is hot though.
Does it remind you of your vacation?
I
Uh,
want that on some like some noodles.
mm.
Yes. Now we have a
Army Beef,
classic.
we're adding that to the list. Thank you. Mad Dog 357.
Now we have a classic. Producer Scott's own.
One of my favorites.
Thank you 5.
Thank you,
What does
Five.
thank you 5 mean?
Okay, so anyone who has done any sort of directing, acting, anything in theater at all knows
Theater.
that when someone says, okay, 5 minutes till curtain, their response is, thank you, 5, to know that you've heard it and so that other people can hear it if they haven't heard it.
And he usually screeches that.
And
To us.
I have trained these 3 in responding correctly to on and 5.
Thank you, 5.
Thank you, 5.
It's so good.
It's a good one.
Warm. I'm starting to feel the heat in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's building.
My nose is sweating
Yeah.
now.
Same. Which one's this?
Still holds up, though? Still holds up to the other?
Is this Scott sauce?
It's a classic.
That is one I don't know if they've ever had. It's called Hip to Be Square. It was an experiment. It is a version of Scott sauce.
Scotty too hottie.
Starting to feel the sweat.
Oh yeah. So far, that thank you 5 is the one that's lasting the longest.
Yeah, I'd say.
Ugh.
Down the proverbial hatch.
Hoo-ah!
Oh, it's so good, but it's very hot.
Yeah.
Right now, it's feeling really hot.
Good times.
My eyes
Great
are
oldies.
sweating. My eyes are
Tasty.
sweating.
So tasty. Can't taste anything anymore.
Maybe we could angle the fan more at the people.
It sounds like you find that to be very tasty.
So good.
My nose is starting to run. This is Grinders.
All right, is that our last one?
Yep.
Thank God.
This is a very famous hot sauce from Kansas City. They use it on something they call a death wing. It's got a cute little devil. Grinders stretch.
And it's got a great
Near
bottle.
death hot sauce.
Great little. What is this? What size is this? What bottle of alcohol is this?
A flask.
A flask. Yeah.
I don't think this one's as hot as Thank You 5.
I mean, it's good, but it's hot. Pretty color.
What kind of pepper did we say?
I can tell you.
Ooh-wee.
Is it hot?
Cayenne.
Oh,
Other
you didn't do
things.
it
Oh, I didn't do it
Habaneros. Other mash.
yet. I went big for some reason because
My stomach. Says why not?
yeah, my stomach hurts too.
Oh, mine's like, you guys must like to have vomit on your set.
What do we think of it? I think it's fucking amazing.
Haven't had it yet.
But it hurts me. Right now.
Okay. Not a huge fan of the flavor. Feels a little
Interesting.
dusky, musky.
Can I have a napkin? My nose is running.
I think the best thing of that, best part of that one is the bottle.
Napkin?
Please.
We have to share this Chipotle napkin. Ah!
I'll take that. Thank you.
Make it rain.
Thank you, 5. Oh, it's hot. We're feeling the heat.
Honestly, I didn't get any heat on that one. I'm not a fan of the flavor of that one, though.
It's time to read
What's the hottest?
some Mad Libs. What's the hottest? What's your favorite, too, before the Mad Libs?
The mega...
The Mega Shred?
The mega shred? Or the Scotch bonnet?
Really?
No.
I think Thank You 5
I don't know.
It's the hottest.
was maybe the hottest. Yeah.
Thank You 5's the
Flavor-wise,
hottest.
between the Melinda's and the Thank You 5.
Yeah.
Thank You 5, doesn't it also have like 5 different peppers?
Yeah.
Yes, that's why it's called Thank You 5.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Fine. Then that
Yeah,
was the
it
hottest.
Has,
Ugh.
it has Reaper peppers, Ghost peppers, another hot pepper I can't think of, habaneros, and pimentos.
So, for this Mad Lib, they're spooky. We're each going to read a few lines. We picked some of the words, and others were from our generator. Throwing the perfect Halloween party. Ah, fall. Who doesn't ache for that time of year when the weather gets bountiful and the nuns start to change?
And the nuns? The nuns start to change?
Yes.
Sorry. Halloween. Halloween is a time for carving demons, driving candy, and throwing a roasted Halloween party. Halloween parties are certainly beautiful, but preparing for them can be stressful.
However...
Whoa! Army!
Thank
Army
you,
beef.
Army Beef.
God bless you. You're
Love you.
fucking one of the real ones.
Army! You Kateco Black and Mad Dog 357. We will have those on the next episode.
Can you hand
for
deliver them?
sure.
Do you live in California?
Doesn't matter. We'll find it. Thank you.
No, I just want them to visit.
Yes. However, as long as you remain cool and sexy, your uncle will be something everyone will crawl. First of all, you must dress quickly. Wise. Your costume must be embarrassed enough to ensure you are the story time of the party.
There, the sound just played.
357. Yeah, classic costumes such as vampires and mimes are always a hit. And keep in mind that comfort is irate. This will be a horrible evening, and you don't want your Achilles heel to be sore later. Knowing who to invite is also squishy.
It's also squishy. Ideally, you want someone itchy, like Abraham Lincoln.
That itchy mofo.
If that person can't we use none twice? Run swimmingly, someone like Gory Bits isn't a bad idea. But just make sure they don't paste, too much like last year. Don't let them have more than 69 fools, so you don't wind up spending the entire party holding their appendix back. I'm trying to stop somewhere, as they burn all over.
The Mormons.
The Mormons. Okay, that's a good one.
The Mormons television. Wait.
No, keep in mind.
The Mormons. Keep in mind that you're the host, and other dealers need your television too. As long as you are friendly and scattered, and you provide plenty of dead music and some delicious picante, your guests will break you.
If you follow these tips, your gremlins will swimmingly come back in December for your cat party.
Yay, cat party!
Yay!
All right, and just for fun, let's take another little sip before we read this short
I
one.
feel like the guy in the movie tonight, like my stomach.
You can't do it.
No, I can totally do it.
I'm like a step.
I'm just feeling it in my belly.
What do you want? What do you need?
I'm gonna do Melinda.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, we have to do more?
Yeah, but do a healthy Melinda.
Oh,
Sandra's gone all Baba on us.
I am Bubba. I am definitely Bubba.
Open your mouth to me.
This one is-
Let me in.
Let me lick your eye socket. Sandra, why you doing this to me, Sandra?
What are you doing to me,
That one
Jamie?
is so good, though.
This tastes good.
Oh,
It's just now it's just
man.
building.
Uh,
One scary night, Winona Ryder and I were out trick-or-treating. I was dressed as Condiment King, and I had a mask made of peanut butter cups on.
We saw a man dressed as a liger. He was running and screaming, "Battleship!" I'll stop there. You go.
Okay. We decided to follow the man because he was carrying a pack of Pokemon cards. The man ducked.
Into a house.
Into a house that looked haunted.
It had a huge sign that said, "And away we go." When we got inside the house, it was filled with people that were dressed as Mother Bates.
Mother Bates. We described the man to everyone. They told us that the man we described name was Sea Kale?
He had been dead for 77 years.
Huh?
Isn't that a
Wow.
spooky
That's
story?
scary. Whoa.
Ooh.
Well,
Sitting
everybody.
around the campfire.
Oh, yeah. And there's a hook on the
Our
door.
mouth is a campfire.
Yes.
My lips are hurt. They're starting to pucker.
Again, for me, it's always about my stomach. When we do these without eating anything, my stomach gets all
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're wild.
All right.
unhappy.
So, by the way, I put this in chat a couple times, but our pod people of the future won't know this. Tonight's movie is on Tubi if you would like to watch Carol Baskin or Baskin Robbins.
Baskin Robbins'
Or just
the
Baskin.
life story of
They're all
ice
on
cream.
there.
Check it out. It's good, fun little movie.
What are we doing next time?
Okay, so next time
For
is
reals.
my pick again, and I said it last time, but we had to move some things around. So we are going to do The Bride, which is now available also on Tubi.
Sponsors
on
Tubi,
the
what the
15th.
fuck?
On the 15th.
Supposedly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's when it's available, not when we're doing our next episode.
Right.
All right. And with that,
Excellent.
let's say goodbye.
It's been great seeing you guys again.
Thank you very much,
Thanks for
Producer
hanging.
Scott. Thank you, Reverend Michael B.
Splatter Day Nightmares.
Pod people of the future I mentioned before, but thank you again for listening to this. Miss Movie Buff Laura, Mark Vision's Truth, Tommy Lamette, Mindy Horror Movie Addict, Rory Mix, Splatter Day Nightmare, aka Spooky Boo, and Amy
Army. Army B.
Army B.
Army B.
No,
68.
there's-
RB 68,
RB
buying us
68.
hot sauces for the
Thank you, Army B.
Thank you
We
so
love you for the hot
much.
sauces. Everyone else, good night.
Night, night.